Hello again. I have some technical issues. My stream crashing and I need to restart and reboot my system. So what we have this impulse down on last 5 minutes. When I starting the stream, I trying to catch long because I see a huge amount of contracts which sell it, and I see absorption in the moment, trying to catch like yesterday. But okay, now I stop and just don't trading counter trend about the power of this trend. But again, look how many contracts are selling, and then again see absorption, again absorption in the moment. These sellers are failed only for the moment, of course, but very huge amount of contracts are selling, huge. And if we absorb all this can be a good opportunity to move. Also, we have a huge amount of contracts which are buying. Okay, we can try again. Stop, get stopped in 2 seconds. I don't know. So for this it will be good trend following and momentum trades. But I look for absorption. I see the absorption again. Also we have big amount of buys. I think these are sellers which fixing their position, but we have more sellers here. And again absorption in the moment. And again I get stopped. Good absorption, closing above this block. We need to retest this beginning of this impulse. I want to put volume profile on our today's cash session and to this swing. Again, now we get absorbed from the sellers, and now we're going to grab my stop. This our value area low. We need to retest this at least. We have this good absorption before. But also we have absorption here. So we can easily make another sweep. But delta is going to green, so sellers I think going exhausted now. And if we make another sweep, we can try again for the long. Okay. Again, we see the sellers here. Okay, this looks nice. This looks nice for buyers in the moment. Again, aggressive sellers. Of course, again, too much stops in a row, trying to catch with the sweeps. This candle looks very nice. This level of very big sellers are step in, and it's probably a key level of resistance. We can see these sellers can defend their positions from there, and we can have reaction if we reach this. A very big amount of contracts from sellers and buyers. At some point I need to go to move my stop into profit, at least for this level, or better for this. Yeah, I need to do this because I have a painful lesson yesterday. Also, I can have a painful lesson with taking my STP now and going up. Yes, okay. I save part of my profit. It's not bad. Covering half of my losses. More than a half. Again, looks like absorption. Not bad. Oh, very big stop loss. It's really very big. I need to wait. I need to have more patience, not to jump in on this candle. I need to wait. It's my mistake. It's a very sad mistake. I need to wait. I know need. I just say I look at the footprint, see this absorption in the moment, this huge amount of sellers, and go in with this huge stop. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy and it's so obvious. I just get fucked on these moves. Okay, that I can make another entry after my stop in profit, not to be hurry with this after this. And I have in my head this fast south that stop, don't be hurry, we can see another sweep of this, no need to hurry, and I'm just go in and put my stop in obvious place, get stopped with a big amount. It's a big mistake. It's a big mistake for my calmness for this session. It can be better be without the position than go in this with this stop. Okay. Okay. Again, lesson for me. Again, good lesson for me that I haven't mastered. I just go into the trap of my mind and of my FOMO, I think, I don't know. It's crazy. Just lose a beautiful opportunity huge amount of sellers are here. So they're defending this. But we are going up. Again, big amount of cells. So we are testing value area low. And we have this reaction now. Okay, also this for a value gap. If I put this, oh, now we have our point of control here. Okay, so we can go for test this. Now buyers are go stronger. We are trying to absorb these sellers. Sellers trying to push. But looks like we have passive buyer which absorb these punches from them. I think we can easily go for a test our new POC. And maybe here we can open our new position. Oh guys, I have one. After these technical issues, I have really one big mistake again. I open MNQ, not NQ, and I think why this amount is so big? Because this was micro Nasdaq, not a mini. I need to look at the mini Nasdaq to see the information clearly. testing weave up. So we can develop a good impulse. Now I trade momentum. Don't like this. Again, get stopped. Okay, I think that we can have a good impulse after breaking this, after this candle, but still not. We're just sweeping these guys and go down. Interesting how we will test this. Will we have a reaction? Have some reaction in previous candle, but looks like sellers are continue controlling situation. Just to testing it, having a good reaction, and I go for the long here. It was stupid. I don't know. I just think that we can have a good impulse and sweeping sellers after these candles going up. After this series of stops I do this, and this is crazy. This is not my model. Just I don't go for momentum trades. I'm looking for reversion trades in a good points, or the trades from POC or low volume nodes with good risk to reward and tight stop, and this was crazy for me, because I did stupid moves before, entry here with this stop and get fucked. And these all mistakes gives tone for next trading opportunities and next trading execution for me, and I continue making them because emotional toll, and I don't know. I don't know how to name it. Yeah, emotional toll. trying to catch reversion from the main forces, but I'm sure that we can see today a good move up. The sellers needs to cover and close in their position. Now we see absorption, very nice absorption in the moment. I can try again, go for the long. And if I get stopped, this will be, I think, my last trade for today. It looks really good. Clear absorption. 10 seconds for closing. Let's see how we closed this candle. Yeah, we have good absorption. I can try, but I'm scared of having a big stop, and we can expect another top. Will be another top, no. Again, looks like absorption. Yes. So, as you see, after a series of mistakes early, now I pass a good opportunity, a good try to go in, because scared of going to another stop, because my loss is big for this moment, and I'm just scared to go to try because of these stupid moves before. Yeah, I get fucked today. I really get fucked. I'm entering in crazy zones with crazy stops, and then I pass a really good opportunity. It's crazy. One to two for 2 minutes. Really good absorption. On cumulative delta we have aggressive buyers now. I don't know. After these stupid moves, what to do? Go for rest or try trade. My execution is really bad for today. Okay, so if I entered this position, I will cover all my losses for today and be in profit now. Nice. And I pass this. But before I'm entering in a stupid situation. Go into this POC. if we put volume profile on this swing, we have low volume node. This looks like low volume node, but it's not empty. We have some trades here. Okay, let's wait. Reaction from the point of control. Absorption in the moment. Again, absorption. So we can make a good squeeze on these sellers. Also on this. Okay. Now we have absorption from the sellers. What we have on delta. Okay, looks like our sellers go for exhaustion and buyers are taking control. feel more calmly now. Emotions are go down. I'm ready to take next opportunity. Okay, we just sweep this candle. Huge amount of buyers which entered here, put their stops in profit here or into the break even. We get the stops, and what's next? I want to see on higher time frame what we can have, what levels we can have lower if we are going down. Yeah, we have some levels, have gap on 1 day time frame. On this point also we have previous daily lows. We near them. So we can make easy another sweep daily lows, and then go for reversion. Going to test this zone of passive buyer. Okay, again absorption from the sellers. Okay, going down. If we entered here, it was a good point to fix in, and even for trying short from this point. We can make a very good trades and be in very good profit, but we just get fucked from our brain and ego trying to catch again reaction from this zone of passive buyer, but I don't see here big amount of contracts. Maybe this we are printing this candle just on sellers who are fixing their position at the low. Okay, we have poke of this range here. Also we have this very value gap on price action. We can go for a tested before making another sweep, another low. And look, interesting buyers, and we're closing red. Okay, so sellers again are going aggressive. We're going to make a new low. Speed of tap increasing. Oh, huge amount of cells here. Really huge. And what's next? Do we have an absorption here or no? We're going lower. think we're going lower to sweep previous day's lows. Lows of 11 June and 9 June, and under them we have uncovered gap. We already sweep 11th June. Again, some absorption on previous candle, but I don't want to go now because it's not clearly for me. If I go again and take another stop, it would be very sad for me. So we have exact volume profile on today's cash session here and on this range here. This is the same. And again, I said on the starting of the session that mood is bearish and later long and looks for long and trying again to catch, gain the momentum. The same situation as yesterday. Okay, we have big buyer here. Reaction from buyers after these guys step in. This looks not good, looks like they failed. Also we have sellers here. Whoa, huge amount. Maybe these guys are closing their longs. Another sweep. Okay, big buys here. Okay, big seller. What's going on in 5 minutes? Yeah, how nice we are tested. How nice we are tested this our opening range and have the reaction. And I have stupid long here. Just crazy moves from me. Crazy stupid moves. Again a big amount of sells. Our volume profile now here. Point of control. Okay, I go in. For me looks like sellers goes housed. The stop is huge again. Okay, now I want to see the reaction on this candle. We have good buyers here, big amount. Maybe we go into volume to point of control, and now we have reaction from it. I want to follow in and saving profit from this my previous losses, even if this is small profit, is not a problem. I need to recover this. Okay, nice. Really nice. We can easily go to retest this. Big amount of sellers, very big. Look. And we closing above this POC. They try continue pushing. Yeah, another big guy. Here our POC. Here our stop. We're in very tight zone, risky zone for this stop in profit. But it's better be anyway in profit than without profit or in the loss. Okay. Another try of buyers. We can develop a good impulse. We have a good amount of liquidity, but we're going for my stop. Yes. Thank you for being with me. Thank you, my position. I can fix in a more a bigger amount of position, but I need to try. Maybe we can have a good impulse from here, but maybe we will have this impulse after closing my STP in profit, but need to look. And also I put this STP in profit because of these losses. If I don't have these losses, I will not touch in my stop loss, because it's a good opportunity to, with this point of entry, it's a good opportunity to make a very good profit. But I decided to save my profit because of these losses. So these losses are, I need to look at this word. Yeah, so these losses have a big impact on my decisions and on my trading execution. Again, reaction from sellers. But we are trading above the POC. Still above the POC. And look, absorption again, closing above. really good signs for the continuation. Yeah, nice. Let's look what reaction we will have here. And what profit I can have. Yeah, if I didn't put my stop in profit below this candle, now I can be in profit for the day. And I put this stop in profit because of previous losses and crazy moves and stupid moves from me. So at this moment it can be a really good profitable day, but same for myself, for stupid moves and for losing good opportunities because of stupid actions. I want to look to feel FOMO from this. No, my position was here. Yeah, this was my stop, so yes, now I can be in the profit for the day and feel calm about next my decisions. But now I again can get a little into a little FOMO. And irritation of myself. If I put stop into break even, I will be still in position and I can very good manage it below this and build in a very good profit. Another lesson for me, how it is painful when your stupid moves before make impact on your next decision and your trading execution. It's really very sad. Buyers are in control now. We have sweep this and we have, I don't go for the long at this point because again of this previous stupid moves. But I'm happy to stream this, to talk about this, and it's really make me better at my execution. Yeah, yesterday I made similar stupid things, but it makes me better, because I'm talking about this. I'm feel some emotional damage about this, and I don't want to repeat these feelings. It's not worth of it. Better be patient, better to pass the move, but be into the zero profit and zero loss. So now what we have now? Now we can looking for short. I don't know. Buyers are in control, buyers are strong. Oh, how stupid this. How stupid to give this position into so small profit and lose so beautiful opportunity. Yes. Okay. But I think it's very helpful. These my actions, one side of stupid actions, one side of good actions and good analysis, can be very helpful for others, because they can learn on my mistakes and don't do these mistakes like I do. And I also can learn on my mistakes. Yeah, looks like we're going for the short. I want to put volume profile here. Maybe we can try, but we need, yeah, we have sellers here, and what? We can make another sweep and get failed, and again, because of losses, I too careful about entering into the position. Look, we have buyers here. I don't know. If these buyers will be failed, maybe I can try. What's going on in 5 minutes? Let's look. Oh, 5 minutes is very good. Looks very good. These green candles. We have point of control here, not tested in 5 minutes. So this is our point of control. Here the same, so we can test, maybe can make another sweep. Short is risky for me, because if I put tight stop above this candle, it's very risky, and if I put stop above this high, it's too much, it's too big stop, and it is in risky area. I don't want. Maybe we can see another sweep of this with some absorption, then I can try go for the short. looks like we will have the sweep, at least sweep this. Have pressure from sellers closing below the POCs on green candles with these buyers. Okay, just going down. So we can look for opportunity for the long on testing point of control, or maybe lower, sweep this, covering this gap on price action. If we go in for sales here, what we can have good profit. And what was the stop? Not too big if put here, and too risky if put here. Okay. Fail at sellers now. Absorption in the moment. Yeah, nice. This candle was nice. So now we can see this another test and sweeping of sellers. At this point, maybe this is enough. This late sellers. Okay, so let's be ready for the opportunity to go into the short. Not from this point, maybe at this, after sweeping this. So we just absorb these guys. We're going for the late shorts and just sweeping them and then go. Okay, yeah, looks like sweep. Whoa. But this candle looks like empty. Crazy. I don't see big buyers here. Looks like a technical sweep of sellers. But again, it's if entering in this zone with this stop, it's crazy risk. Look how huge this absorption. If enter here, yeah, very big stop, very big. No, I don't want. So sellers are going to be fucked. No, for now. Delta is good. Maybe short is good idea, but for me it's really risky. And I don't see a good signs. Yeah, yes, I see absorption in previous candle, but we can go again up, break this, or we just can go up with aggressive buyers. Low volume. Big seller. Okay. But he's failed. Just going up. Okay, where is our point of control now? Okay, it's here. So yes, and there's this candle. Yes, sellers are fucked. Yes, they're trying to sell and they're going to be if I can go for the long, I think no. At this point, no. But it can be very good long. Look at this impulse. It's very good, strong impulse. So I think now we can have a good reversion. Sellers are continue trying to short. We can trying to catch long position on pullbacks. Yeah, trying to catch positions for the long. I think time for sells is over for today. Yeah, we have our poke on this gap on price action, so it's a good place to retest. If we are going to retest it, I want to put volume profile on previous day. Not on previous day, on today. Okay, we are here. Really go strong. Yeah, it's a good place to go in. So we are trying to catch long position from this point of control. Maybe it will be from this gap, but I prefer to going from this to sweep this candle. This a good amount for liquidity, because guys who are long in this move, they moves their stop on the beginning of the impulse to cover their position in safe place, and I will do the same. But we have here point of control, and it's a really good place to retest. Oh, huge amount of buyers here. Really very good. I'm again want to go for momentum trades. I'm again want to go to buy the market. Again, big amount. Maybe we can go from here. I want to put limit here. So what? Just have reaction from this. Again, this candle looks empty, but look. Aggressive seller, aggressive big seller. And what? Looks like he's failed. So we have absorption in this candle. Maybe it's a good place for go with follow the trend, follow the impulse, but it's not for me. I already make the mistake here, but this was really huge mistake. But now it looks good even for momentum. So we have big seller here, and we're going to stop him. So this seller up is failed, and looks like we are developing a new impulse. Maybe we can go with momentum, but it can be again a big stop, not a good place for this. Yeah, not good. Again, absorption. Put my STP for the situation if we have a quick and very big move down. But we are developing a new impulse. Looks like we do this. to see what we have in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes all is good. So yes, our place for catching long also is good. Looks good on 5-minute time frame. If we can break this now and we don't have enough power, we can go down for this area for POC and grab more liquidity, more power, and easily break this. Okay, so now we have absorption from the sellers. We have absorbed buyers. Again, failed buyers in the moment. Yeah, it's a little boring. We just need to sit and wait to price coming for our trap. We are going into the market traps today. Take a series of tight stop losses, going into stupid situation, lose good opportunities like this with this stupid stop. Not stupid, it was stupid because of this previous series of stop losses, and I need to do this. I need to cover myself. But if I don't do this previous series of mistakes, I can now be in very good, huge for me profit. I want to look at this, but of course I will save it, I think, by this candle, below this candle. I don't hold it for this. big seller have? Wow, good. It was a good move in the second. Okay, sellers are pushing. We have big buyer, but he's failed. So now we can go for our limit order for testing POC. Okay, looks like we're going to test this because we don't have enough power. Buyers are exhausted and sellers are going for control, so we can push it down, retest POC, get more power, absorb these sellers, and then go on their stops and make another impulse. So what we have again market buyers which are trying to push. Just, I don't know, just fighting at this point. I don't see opportunity to entry in any site at this 1 minute range. Okay, but looks like buyers go for impulse from this position. Okay, another big seller is trying to push price down, and what we will see, how this candle will close. What we have in previous candles. Nothing interesting for me. Okay, going up. This guy is failed, so now we can make another squeeze. Sadly that we are not testing our POC, but maybe another time, maybe after squeeze. Again big seller, and again it's failed. Now I think about momentum trade, because it's a good sign. I want to close in this candle, and maybe I try with a small stop. We also have do this. Yeah, we also make a squeeze. Looking good, but I'm not sure about this. I'm really not sure. It's too risky. With tight stop below this candle, too risky. It makes sense, but not in my situation now. If I put this stop here and going from this, yes, stop is tight, but not in my situation. Okay, in this candle we see absorption from the sellers. Maybe we have passive seller at this point, so we sweep all this guy who trying to short in this area, and this seller absorb all their stops. So it was a good decision not going for the momentum trade, because I easily get stopped on it. And now we can see reversion after another sweep, after absorption. We have big buys here. our POC is still where is our limit order, so we need to wait to retesting it. Now it looks like we're going to our goal. We're going to our limit. I'm a little bit scared of my stop loss because we have an impulse on stops of buyers. We can make me get stopped, but I can, if I get stopped and if I see a good signs to entry, I can entry with two contracts and develop a good profit on impulse or a big loss. Also interesting for me in these candles. They looks empty. Big buyers here. Okay, looks like they failed it, yes. So we can go to our goal. catch a good point for entry and good swing and good impulse, I hope, for this. Looks like now we have failed buyers here which are trying to push. We have sellers here after this another sweep, and we have guys here who are going for the short for the sells, and we can go down, we can grab more liquidity for sells, and here we can absorb all this liquidity and make another impulse on these guys who are shorting all this move on their stops. But also I need to keep in head that we can go down, we just can go down to this or even to make a new low. But today is Friday, we have a bearish week, we have bearish days, last days, so I think it will be short covering. So we have second half of the session, so all the factors are going for long bias. So we have here buyers and absorption, sellers pushing on delta, on mini Nasdaq, on micro Nasdaq, and we don't fall in. We painting head and shoulders. If we break in this, the upper point of this figure will be exactly where is our point of control and where is our limit. So just need to wait. Okay, again, good market bias, again aggression. Big seller. Another big seller. So these guys have failed. Oh no. In this candle they failed, but what we will do in this candle? Okay, so absorption in the moment, sellers defend. This passive seller maybe defend his position. Interesting. So we can make impulse just from here, without sweeping this liquidity of buyers. Or we just sweeping these late sellers and make another impulse down. On the delta, sellers are aggressive. It looks like distribution at this point. So buyers absorb these punches from them. They're going to the short positions, but we cannot push through this. We have here sellers, passive seller. So as I said before, and what I think now, that we need to retest this zone, our point of control, grab this all liquidity of buyers, and with new forces go to another try to break this. Okay, I need to do some physical action because I'm tired of sitting on the chair. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, so going to make another squeeze or another sweep. so our passive seller are defending his position. We have a big seller here, big market seller. So we're going to go up without retesting, without sweeping, just from this. Another big sells, another absorption. Okay, I wait. I don't want to go for the short. But if we, for example, going from this to this, it's not bad, it's really not bad. One to 3.6. But I don't know, sellers are aggressive. We have them on delta, but we have absorption on these highs of this range. But it looks like buyers are exhausted. We only go on passive buyer. Again, sells. Here, just go down on delta. You have only market big amount of market sells. But sellers are here, and short maybe it's not a bad idea from here. But I want to see something, good absorption of failed buyers, or big guys step into the sells. what candle is no big sellers, no big buyers, another sweep, and what I don't know, delta is looks not good for these moves, but on minis Nasdaq it looks not bad, but micro Nasdaq it looks crazy. Absolute divergence. So we're going to sweep our beginning of the session. We're going to test our POC of the day. And what looks like some absorption in the moment. Also looks good for trying for the short, because we can do this with very tight stop. Very tight stop. Okay. We can try. And of course I get stopped. No need in this trade. I think I do this because of boring. We're getting boring and we're wanting to something to happen, so this is another mistake from me. So this is free for you. You can learn from my mistakes and don't repeat them in real life. But in the moment I think we have some exhaustion from the buyers and really a chance to go for the reverse. But we continue go up. So looks like we are going to sweep this and test this, and then we can looking for the short for reversion to test in our POC. But second half of the session, Friday, I don't know, we can just move like this, move to this level and then go into the choppy range and go in this range. I don't know. I don't know for what reason I'm going into the short. I said these reasons, but why? Whoa, this is a huge. This is a really huge amount. So this, I'm sure this stops. This is this amount of stops of which are hiding above this wick. It's a huge amount. So we are going to the POC of the day. But also our POC now is lower after this move, but before it was here, so can look how it will react. But also after this sweep of this huge amount of stops, we can see some reversion to down. So our POC of the day is here. Okay, so now we can go for the short, yes? Okay, no problem. Thank you. Thank you for going here and be stopped. Thank you for myself for these stupid moves. Thank you, my brain, because you're getting bored, you're getting tired of sitting and looking for the charts. Thank you. Thank you for making these lessons for others. How not to do. So now we have absorption. Looks like this. Okay, so now after sweep we can go down, yes? Alright, without testing, without anything. Just technical move to grab these stops. Nice, very nice. So if I didn't go into this short, I can wait for this. I don't know why I go for this before we go for the sweep. This again stupid move. I can try now. I can try after this with good signs. I'm getting angry of myself. Now we have aggressive sellers, which are stepping in. again these emotions. Again these emotions when you getting stupid. When you was stupid or when you been stupid. I don't give a fuck. I don't know how to say it right, but I think you will understand me. Really good aggressive sellers. And I'm really can try going for the short from this area, but okay, waiting maybe for retest, for some retest. We can see, but failed buyers. So how important to make patience, to wait, to not be hurry like I. So this is stupid situation. I go into the short before the real good opportunity. I go here or here. I think I go here for the short. I get stopped. And I lose this opportunity because I get stopped. I have a big amount of losses and I don't go for it because I'm afraid, not afraid, I'm scared of being stopped in a row. But if I didn't stop in a row before, I can easily go for this short. I can easily make a very good profit from this long because I didn't need to make this in this low profit to be calm. So one mistake can ruin all your trading day, because after one mistake you can make another, and this is really crazy, really crazy. But this is a good lesson. It's a really good lesson. So look, okay, look, if we are going here, for example, not a good profit, but it's for the moment not a good. All the signs are good for the short. We can make a test. Maybe we can go. I also want to here. Yeah, we can make a test of this. Okay, don't want to put limit. Failed buyer. How it was stupid. I need to write it down. After this translation, after this stream, after this trading day, I need to write it down. I need to put it I forget word. Brain is going melting and I forget obvious words. Right in from my eyes. Yes, I need to put it, this lesson right in my eyes, and then when I want to be hurry or just be boring and get to position or catch the reversion from the main forces, I need to look at this. But now I remember that early in early sessions, I said that my problem that I don't have enough speed to get into the positions. Yes, I say this because I passed some good moves, and maybe after this I made these mistakes yesterday and today, but it's another side. It's just another side of this problem. I want to go in, but this was a FOMO feeling. I need to wait a clear confirmation, a good confirmation, like here after this sweep. We have a very big amount of failed sellers of grab their stops, a very big amount. Then we have this reaction down. It's a good point to enter, yes, but when you can try to catch these moves, it's not a good point. You need to see some opportunity to reversion, like here. I see this and I enter. So when you feel some emotion, like you need to be hurry, come on, let's go, you can pass this move, don't be slow. This is a signal not to be hurry. And remove your hands from the mouse and keyboard and not to enter into position. Okay, now we can see maybe we can see a retest, and maybe we can go into the short position. Closing the ball. So looks like we have again some passive buyers here which are trying to push the price, maybe to grab these stops of late sellers which are going here and go for the break even or in tight loss, like I love to do. I don't know. Maybe we can make another sweep and reach our previous POC of the day. And also we have here very well gap and price action on 15 minutes time frame, like I said before, in the beginning of the session. still have 5 minutes. Yeah, we can reach even to this level. We have market sellers here, as we see on the delta. Okay, so I want to see final going up to this or even to this if we are not breaking the sweep, and then we can go for the short, or we just sweeping this and I don't know. It's a bad time for the short because, like I said, it's Friday and it's time to cover in short positions. But we are sweeping beginning of our session, we are sweeping a very big amount of contracts, and now we can go to test our point of control, but also we can make another sweep. Yeah, we have absorption in previous candle, closing above the sellers, so maybe we do another sweep, we will do another sweep, or we just retest this and grab stops of late sellers, or we can just go into this range, choppy range, like mid green there for the sellers, and going for their tight stop losses, and for buyers who are going into this level for their stop losses. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit tired, especially my brain is tired of this toll from emotions, from all this data, from mistakes which I did. I think we can really, I think we can be in this situation and paint in this range a really big amount of time. Now we have lunch in New York time, so we can see a good move after nearly 30 minutes, I think. Now we can just go into this. Big buyer here. back in a few minutes. Okay, so we're going down. We're testing this our new POC of the day. And what we have here aggressive sellers. We have buyers here also. Yeah, we have here buyers. Again, I don't know. It's a good point to try and long, because we have reaction, we have buyers here. But again, because of these losses, I'm not sure about this. I need to feel iron confidence in my trade, because if I get one more stopped, I just need to go to end this trading day, because my stops are going really stupid, especially last stop. Yeah, here is our POC of the session for this moment. But if we're going for the swing, we have POC here, and also we have here our fair value gap on 5 minutes time frame on price action. We have this liquidity pool of buyers, and we can easily go to this. We have this absorption from the sellers. We have this aggressive seller. Not a bad sign to go for the short, but again the same problem. My hands are tied because of stupid actions from me. Delta is green on every candle. Yeah, we're going down after this absorption. How many positions, good opportunities I passed today? I missed, yes. We are retesting our POC from other side. Again, a good signs to enter into the short, but but hands are tied, stupid mistakes, missed entry here. Now we can go here with your side stop loss, which can be easily stopped, and you again go crazy. to look if I enter at this point, as I said last point, if how big was my stop. Okay, now it will be 1-to-1, but we have a perfect opportunity to go lower and testing this to break these stops of buyers. Another absorption in the moment. Here we have absorption here. Again we have buyers on delta, but we are going down. Looks like we are going down. We need to grab these stops, make more liquidity, and we can have another opportunity to make a great position from this point of control. Okay, continue pushing, and again I want to see what I missed, another opportunity. But if I enter here, for example, I can recover. I can be risky and enter it here, and it will be very good. Again, absorption in the moment. absorption previous candle. Okay. I think I will catch it. I can catch it and I will catch it. Because these guys also need to fix in their short. And this is really good place to do this. Looks like absorption. Yeah, we have this failed seller. Also we have buyer here, big buyer. Maybe this is a fixing short position of sellers, this amount of contracts. Okay, they continue pushing. I think we go to this, to my limit, and to testing this area. Okay, I need to take a phone call. Okay. Алло. Здоровушка, привет. Да, дзвонила, но я тоді не міг говорити, я не потім перезвоню. А ти що там? Ага. Як там вчора твій поход в банк? Кажу, як твій поход в банк? So what we have? We have here aggressive sellers, some absorption, some market buyers, and some reaction. So we have this, we even didn't sweep this. I think it's just a technical reaction. We need to go to this to see the good impulse, in my opinion. Also we can go from here, but I think we need to go here. To see the good opportunity to go for the long. Okay, now we see absorption from the sellers. Buyers will continue pushing. I don't know. Maybe we are going to test our new POC of the day. Right here. Yeah, we see absorption from this. Yeah, we are going exactly from it. Okay. Yeah, good reaction from POC. Again, this feeling of missing entries, of missing position and missing profit, and sitting with a loss. Not a good feeling. Look how good working point of control. Line in line, reaction Very good reaction. Good opportunity to take another short from this. We have these massive buyers. This absorption, this big absorption from the sellers. Yeah, failed buyers here, failed buyers here. So again we lost opportunity to go from this. If we try not a big profit, but okay, waiting for reaching this level and trying to make a good trade for the ending for the day and recover our losses. If we failed, we are going to end our trading day, accept losses and take a good lesson from them. Again, we have sellers, we have buyers. Sellers more aggressive here. Again, buyers. Interesting, these are real buyers or these are just sellers who are fixing their positions? I think it's still early to go for the longs here. There is nothing to go for. We need to sweep this to test our poke of this swing of the session. Oh, look at this. We're just going through this with this big seller. And look at the reaction, very good reaction. Just from our VWAP, from this value value gap on price action. Yeah, we can have a very good short and if we go in here, yeah, this worth it. We can, okay, don't want to go into FOMO. Okay, waiting for our limit. Maybe this is my one last mistake with limit order. I don't like. No, I like in some situation go with limit orders. But now I just feel confidence about this. But it's just a prediction in my mind that we must have the reaction, and we can easily have reversion for the long into this level. And we can easily break my stop if I get stopped. Okay. Now we see absorption. It would be funny if we are going up just from this without taking me. Okay, I mean by limit. Again, absorption. So no, we even don't reach this our POC. I'm going above this line, just under this impulse candle, which have best place to stops of buyers who are going with limits from this. But we see the absorption in the moment. We easily can go to this, maybe sweep this, and if we're going to take my stop, okay. Where we can go. Okay, our POC of the day here. If we are going to POC, we can recover our losses. Okay, I want to wait. Maybe we go more lower exactly into the POC, and I can add one more contract when I see some signs, and then managing my position, because we can now make some move up, then go down, sweep this, testing POC line, and then again go up. Or we can test in POC of the day and just go down. But again, Friday, second half of the session, after the lunch, these guys needs to close in their positions, their shorts, and also sentiment of this week was bearish, so more shorts than longs, and these guys who are shorting all this need to close in their position before the weekend. We have market buyers on micro Nasdaq. We have this absorption. Oh, I don't understand. No, we have here we have here absorption. Okay. So our trap was good, in very good place. Also it can be sweeped, but it entered, it worked. Sorry for my English, please, but it really looks nice. We have a big buyer here, and we have absorption, I think, from this. Okay, I want to put volume profile on this swing. Okay, so we have reaction from this fair value gap, as we can name it, and this volume profile. We have this value area high. Also we have here low volume node, as I see. So this is a good place to retest. And if we put our take here, yeah, it can be very good. We can be in the profit for the day, recover all our losses if we are reaching this. But we have absorption. We have absorption from the buyers at this level, where the aggressive sellers are stepped in. So this is a good sign for continuation, very good sign. Even if we have another sweep, I can add more contract and we can go. It is really very good sign. Okay, wait, watching and wait. So we are going for early buyers. If this really point of reversion, to grab their stops in profit, to grab their tight stop losses if they're going on these candles. I'm watching, and if we make another sweep, I'm going for another contract if I see a good sign of absorption and power of buyers. Passive buyers or active buyers doesn't mean. Again, big buyer. So this is really good, looks really good. These guys I need to close in their position because I see that we have a reversion, that we are not going down, and they, when they close their position, we are going up on this market buys. Very big amount of buyers contracts. First level of resistance, our point of control of this swing. If I want to be conservative, I can move my stop to this, but it's, I don't want, no. I am ready to accept the loss. I'm not ready to risk in this tight stop in profit, no. Okay, not bad, really not bad. Also we paint in double bottom on 1 minute time frame. Yeah, if we reach in this, so the main level is here, because if we draw this point, this volume profile on whole day, this our POC of the day. Okay, I want to delete this POC of this swing and waiting how the price will react from this. Okay, I don't want, but no, I want to, maybe I can make some videos from here. We need to look how it will react from this. have some sellers here, but looks like they failed. Have big seller, yeah. We have another big seller. But look, we are going up. Candle is going to green with these big sellers, so we can now go on their stops here if we are going up. I feel an absolute calm about this position. Even if we are going down, even if we are going to sweep, I feel really calm about this. Even if I get stopped, I of course don't be happy about this, but I'm really feel confidence about this position. I think that sellers are need to be failed for this time, for this day, and for this situation. Okay, looks nice. So these guys who are going for the short at these candles, they are fuel for our impulse up. If we break this and this, but I think we need to break. I don't believe that the here are wall of sellers, but who knows? Everything can happen. This candle looks nice. Absorption in the moment. Okay, looks nice. Now I'm thinking about moving my stop into the profit. I want to see how much profit I can develop if I move here. Not bad, but it's too small and we can easily break this. Here more interesting, but not enough. Okay, I can move into break even for this time. Now we need to break this point of control. It's very important level to break. We can see now reaction down, but if we go in break, if we're going to break with the impulse, it will be very good. I can move to stop into the profit below this candle and not recover but take a good profit, but I'm scared of this, really scared. I think we can easily reach this TP point easily, even more up. Okay, now absorption in the moment from the sellers, but sellers need to close in their position. Yeah, they need to close in. They need to close in. So these guys who short in early yesterday, in Wednesday, they need to close their position, which are in profit, and these are additional fuel to our swing up. It would be very painful if we just going like a rock down to the bottom and break my stop into the break even. It would be very painful, but I can't manage into the stop in the profit. I only can manage into this, but it's too small. It's not recovering my loss, and we just can make bomb to cover this gap, for example, and this also is too small. Maybe I'm greedy, but I don't know. I think we can easily. It's not a huge goal. It's goal with the logic. When we're going up, I can go to manage, for example, below this candle or below this candle or below this. So this looks good. But I need to wait. I need to wait because we have see some candles like up and down, because very zone, turbulent zone, volatile zone. We are trying to break this. We have green delta on micro Nasdaq, on mini Nasdaq. We have some sellers here. We have failed buyers here. But we are trading above. We are trying to. I need this word. What's the problem? trying to hold above the POC. Yes, this is exactly what I want to say. We show the power. We have all the chances to go here. We can do this through some moves, some retest here, or maybe here. We show power in these candles. Maybe I move my stop below this. It's a good area of previous absorption. Again, we are holding above. We make new high, and this high above the point of control, and it looks very good for continuation. Yes, it looks really good. If we are closing now, we will be in the profit for the day. But I want to hold to this. Maybe I can close in early, it's not a problem in a few bucks. If I move my stop here, okay, I can move here my stop loss. At this point, we have anything to shorten from, anything interesting. We need to sweep exactly this or this or this area of gap of this our previous low. I can move it more lower. And maybe when we reach in here with good impulse, I can move it up and just cover my position by stopping profit. If I move it now, I will be in the profit. So, okay, let's wait for this candle. I can move here now. I want for this candle to going up. Maybe it can retest this, sweep this low of previous candle and retest this little gap. Okay, nice. So these guys have failed. We need to go in upper. But again, I'm little scared about my stopping profit. But on the other hand, if we're going down and sweeping this, everything can happen. We can go more down and okay, we are overlapping this gap, covering this zero prints. I want to see this candle turns into green, next green candle, and I can fix it, and I can move in below this my STP. don't like to be get stopped in this stop in profit and then see how we are going up and reach my goals. I don't want, but it can be easily. If it be okay, I'm ready. I don't want to divorce with this position, with this perfect entry. Look at this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this position. I can recover all my losses and be in profit if I put here my STP, but I was sure that we are going to this, that we are going to sweep this. So, but now we are going to test this. Okay, we're going to test our point of control, make another sweep. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Maybe we can try another, or maybe we better end in this day, because I have a huge emotional toll of the beginning of the session, then have also some moments with psychological toll when I missed entries, when I go into crazy entries, when I get stopped in a row. So this is good. This is really, I accept this small loss. This can cost me nothing if I fixing higher, but happen what happen. And it would be good to close in this session in zero or in some profit, because it's very important session for me. It's very good lesson for me. I am sitting around 4 hours from the monitor, from the charts. I see a big amount of moves, and if I don't be hurry in first half of the session, don't trying to catch these moves, I can catch very good moves in absolute calm. If I be absolute calm without these losses, which was B, I can catch very good profit, really very good profit, very good entries, and it's really very good lesson for me. Without this amount of stops and this small loss, it's very good that we can recover in this, and it's good that we are moving our stop in the profit here, not here, or not in the break even, because look at this. Yeah, we have, looks like an absorption in the moment, but what's going now? What's going next? We don't know. Yeah, absorption in the moment, but we can break this. We can break this. We can make another low. In this position, everything was great, really great. With this top in profit also. Yeah, first my move was below this candle. If we close below this candle, I will be in the profit. But no problem. I need to close in this. If this close in green, I will move to my stop here, and I think that we will don't go into under POC, because we have the good reaction, but we are going, as I said, everything can happen, and so this happen. So again, we are very grateful for the market, for Nasdaq, for this perfect terminal for working, and I'm very grateful for myself for this lesson, for these mistakes which I make, for these stops which I make, for these emotions which I watch in myself, and for that I can recover this loss, not into the profit, but I have the chance. But okay, I'm really grateful for this, and I'm grateful for those who will watch this maybe later, and this also can be very good lesson for you, lesson on my mistake. So thank you, have a good day, night, and life.